Sketchbooks can be really daunting when you're browsing through social media and you're seeing these picture perfect sketchbooks. It's easy to think, what's the point in me keeping one? And yet, I love keeping a sketchbook. As a matter of fact, this is one that I finished. This one spans from about November of last year until mid-January this year. And while I flip through this, I want to talk about why I use a sketchbook and then a bunch of different ways that you can use a sketchbook. The first reason I like keeping a sketchbook is that it's just so much neater to store all these paintings. Instead of a bunch of different pieces of paper I have to wrangle, I can just close this and put it on a shelf. The second is it's a little bit of a visual diary for me. I keep a date at the beginning and then at the very end, so I know kind of the time period that it spanned. It's a nice little reminder when I browse through of what I was doing, maybe things that were going on. And probably my favorite reason for keeping a sketchbook is I personally find that it takes a lot of the pressure off, because since I can just close it, and also since it's contained in this little book, I know I don't have to like frame it or make it perfect. I can just kind of explore and do whatever I feel like doing. Sometimes it turns into something great, and other times it's just kind of a mess. Like this, I was trying to make what my nails look like. It didn't work out. It's fine. It's just in this little sketchbook. I always have the option to go back and paint something again on different paper if I really like the idea or concept, and this is a great way to get that idea down. Also, quite a few of you spied these little books in my notebook, and I think I will work on a tutorial. I obviously hadn't finished this one, but I think I've got an idea for it. If you want to have a sketchbook, the main thing to keep in mind is use it how it's going to work for you. For some people, that means making a beautiful, perfectly illustrated piece on every single page. For some, it's just going to be for color swatching and supply testing. And others like me, it's a little bit of everything. It's where I play with ideas. You'll notice that some of these are painted twice because I do have to paint things twice. I do one as a test, and then I do one to film. Other areas you haven't seen because it was just me wanting to have a bit of a play. There are also failed ideas and then more complete ideas in here. The answer to should you keep a sketchbook is, if you want to, you should. And how should you keep a sketchbook? However works for you. There's not a wrong answer.